Hello, we're here at Call and Contact Center Expo 2019. I'm at the Mitel booth and I'm joined by Pat and Matt from Mitel. Matt, I want to talk to you that you've announced a closer partnership with Google Cloud and some of the features that's going to enable in terms of artificial intelligence integration into your contact center offering. It's going to be pretty dramatic, isn't it?
Absolutely dramatic, yeah. So we partnered with Google about 12 months ago to go on their contact center AI journey with them, help them define some of the use cases early on in terms of what we'll actually productize in terms of the customer experience that this contact center AI will deliver. And essentially what we're going to show you in this demo in a second is really twofold. First is this concept of virtual assistant, i.e. what other people would refer to as a chatbot type technology. Google's contact center AI can be used in chat and on voice, so text-based media or voice-based media as well in the IVR, but for the purposes of a demo, it's easier to show text-based media, of course.
Yeah, much easier to do on text than voice.
And then the second piece we'll be showing you is called Agent Assist, and the whole idea behind Agent Assist is a recognition that the bot's not always going to be able to answer a question. Maybe the customer grows frustrated. Based on that sentiment, we can transition that to a live chat with a live agent. And the cool thing that Google enables us to do is keep the AI in that media path so the AI can actually whisper coach an agent as if it was supervisor would normally perform that function.
Okay, so it's enhancing as well as, routing. And
it's not necessarily about agent replace or decreasing the costs of agents. It's about turning your agents into subject matter experts. So with that, Pat's going to kick off the demo here. What you're seeing here is our next generation web chat. It's a product. It's called Contact Center Messenger. Based on Mitel's CloudLink platform. So this is a pure cloud delivered from the cloud. So Pat will start the chat here. He'll enter his name and email address. These form fields are totally customizable, programmable by customer based on use case. So if you wanted account number or you didn't, maybe you wanted not to capture name and just capture email, again, this is totally configurable.
You could have whatever field you wanted in there effectively.
Absolutely. That information actually can be used to query the bot and provide answers based on kind of personalized level, as well as kind of simpler question and answer type bot experiences. So Pat will just cue this chat up here, and demo gods be with us. So the bot has now introduced itself. So this is our ticketing website called Itec. Pat will ask a simple question here to get things going. He'd like to watch some hockey in Ottawa, being the Canadian that I am.
I'd like to watch some hockey.
So what we're doing here is actually dipping into an API that's going to pull actual hockey games. We can provide, this is called a contact card, so you can actually provide visual information. It's not just text-based information in the chat stream now. So he'll pick a hockey game that he wants to see. Again, this is querying that third-party API, so we can provide real ticketing information into the chat bot. The bot should respond in a moment here. So let's say Pat would like to see a seating plan. And again, querying that API, we can pull up dynamic content, push this in, visual content, if it's a picture or a document, or if it's a YouTube video, for example.
And this is effectively removing a very mundane task from an agent, isn't it?
Absolutely. Either a mundane task from an agent perspective or a very mundane task from a customer perspective who's browsing a website, right? This becomes very natural.
So at this point, Pat's asking to transfer over to an agent because he's seen the information, he's seen the seats that he potentially wants.
Correct.
And he's looking to transfer over.
So now this is actually going back through our contact center router, which will do, your configurable lookups for longest idle, most skilled routing, however you want that programmed. It gets delivered to our WebIgnite application, which is our unified omni-channel desktop for the agents use in the contact center. When that comes over, you actually get the full virtual agent transcript delivered into this client. So now Pat can say something like, I see you want to go to Canadian Tire Center.
So he's now on the agent side. We've got all of that context that we had from the chat with the bot.
Absolutely. All the context is there. He's got the transcript. He knows how to, he doesn't have to start asking questions from scratch. All that context gets transferred along. He can respond to the customer. We jump back to the customer side. You'll see that come through. Customer can just say yes. And now you'll see where the power of the Agent Assist function comes in. So when we jump back into WebIgnite, we can actually dynamically query, as I mentioned, the AI stays in the media path the whole time, so it can perform this silent monitor whisper coach to the agent. And here you can actually see suggestions, so you can actually dynamically pick or push that depending on what he sends to the customer. So this is querying the knowledge base built on Google's Dialogflow, finding a valid article, pushing that content to the customer. Depending on whether he accepts it or declines it, we can use that information to train the machine learning with Dialogflow. So further tweak the AI. Maybe we don't want a suggestion to show up for the next agent. And then Google provides a full suite of analytics behind this. So we can actually go in, see exactly what types of questions the bot is being asked, what types of conversations are being transferred over to a live agent, so maybe where there's gaps in the virtual agent programming, and continually improve customer experience. So again, what I really want to drive home here is this is not just another virtual agent, right? This is not another bot type experience. This is all about a fundamental recognition that as bots are introduced into the wider customer experience world in the contact center industry, there's going to be this need for more subject matter experts when it gets to a live person, right? If it's a kind of dull, mundane type question and answer where I, as a customer, I can serve myself, if I need to talk to a live person, I expect that person to be a subject matter expert every time. And by leveraging the AI in the media path and whisper coaching through AI to agents, we can provide agent experiences that are much more efficient, much more effective, on brand, leverage them for things like cross-sell and upsell, etc.
Yeah, their whole ability to respond to customers is massively enriched, isn't it, by the information that the AI pulls in?
Exactly. That is the exact story that we're
well, and this is available now, is it, from Mitel?
So this is actually just entering beta right now. So this has been a bit of a journey with Google as we've been introducing these capabilities. So this is something that we'll be looking to launch with our customers later this year, and going through field trial processes right now.
Brilliant. Well, Matt and Pat, thanks for taking us through the demo. Matt, thanks for talking us through it all.
Wonderful. Always a pleasure to see you guys at these shows. I look forward to the next one.